All right. So what we are working on today is a 1965 quarter, and we're going to make this into a size 12 ring. First step is to punch a hole in it, so that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to jump right into it today. Usually I wait a little bit so more people can come in, but I don't know. I want to get started, so we're just going to get started. Go ahead and pop up my shop link down here if you guys want to check that out. There's also a little gold chain by the chat that'll pull up my products if you want to see the stuff I make. It's a good way to do it, and I'd appreciate you checking it out. So what we're going to do is just punch a hole right through this quarter here. Let's go. Very nice, very nice. We got George here and a nice little eagle. Set that aside. Y'all feel free to tap the screen if you're enjoying this live. I know it's not the average TikTok content, but I am out here making coins into rings all the time. And if that sounds like something you'd like to check out, give me a follow. Hit that follow button. It's pretty easy. Pour a little bowl here so we can catch our coin. There we go. So for those of you who missed it, this is a 1965 quarter, and we're making this into a size 12 ring. You can see right here where we cut through it, it's actually kind of rough and sharp. See that? So we're going to take a deburring tool and clean that up real quick. Now this is kind of the slow boring part, so if you wouldn't mind just tapping the screen while we get through it, we will get on to some more exciting steps here in just a second. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And again, this is a business where I hand make coins into rings. So if you'd like to support my business, there's a couple ways you can do that. You can follow me here on TikTok. You can send likes. You can check out my store link, which is the gold chain down here at the bottom, or the link on my profile. Just tap that and get over there. I've also got a new subscription option. There's like a gold star by my logo up here. Do y'all see that? And you can it's like Twitch kind of. You can subscribe to me and support me. So if anybody's interested in doing that, you would be the first. It's a pretty new feature, so check that out. It's pretty cool. I sure would appreciate it. Make me feel pretty cool. If I got a paying TikTok subscriber, that'd be nuts. But either way, if you just want to hang out and watch, that's cool. We're just burring the inside edge here, and then we're going to start folding this into a ring. There we go. That should be pretty good. It's nice and smooth in there. Got about 470 likes. Very nice, very nice. Thank you guys for tapping the screen. Now we're going to go through a process called annealing. And we're gonna heat the coin up with this torch. And once the flame turns kind of like a darkish orange color, that's the coin pretty much telling me that it's hot enough. And we're going to dip it in this water. This process softens up this copper and makes it easier to shape and fold, and also makes it less brittle, so it's less likely to snap or break. Let's go. You see how it's getting orange? That means it's done. Let's zoom in here. This is real nice. This is called quenching. Listen to this. I don't know. I really like that. You guys like that? It's nice. And you can see on our quarter, it's no longer shiny. It's got a bunch of black darkness on it. That's called fire scale. So the biggest I can make for quarters is a size 13. I can do larger sizes for bigger coins like $50 and dollars. This one is going to be a size 12. So yes, I can do size 12. And again, the website shop link is on my profile. Just tap the logo at the top of the screen. Go to my profile and tap the link. I know it's like 3 steps, but I sure would appreciate you guys checking out the store. And that's how you get there. Alright, so now we're going to go over to my 1-ton arbor press. That's this thing right here. And we're going to start folding this. Now, the first thing I like to use is called a doming block. That's this thing. And it's a bunch of like half hemispheric circles cut into a steel block. And it allows you to make nice round things. I like to use it to start folding. I can get a real even fold. What I do is I put a ball bearing on top of here. Make sure it's nice and flat and level. And then we're just going to push that down. Nice. And that is the first fold. This gives you a nice preview of kind of what details will show on the ring when it's finished. So you got Liberty on the top there. You've got the year. In God We gets cut off, but you do get Trust. On some coins, you get all of In God We Trust, but not quarters. Does the date on the coin show when the ring is finished? Yes, it does. Now we're going to do our second fold. If I can find the tool I need to do it. There we go. So this is called a reduction die. This one specifically is a 17-degree reduction die. We're just going to pop our ring in here and get ourselves a matching cone. So this cone is 17 degrees. And we're just going to place that in there and just fold it a little bit more. And you can see on the inside you still have quite a lot of nice detail, and the outside looks pretty good too. Washington quarters do kind of tend to get a little wobbly, so you got to do a little more correction on them. So we're gonna, you can see right here, it's kind of not quite flat, so we're gonna push that flat. If you guys haven't followed me yet, please consider giving me a follow. I see a couple people have. I do appreciate it. So the next step that I do here is I sand this edge right here. This is called the cut edge. And after we just folded it twice, you can see some lines starting to come out from where it's stretched. And what we want to do is get rid of those lines and make it nice and smooth, because we still have to stretch this some more. And if we stretch it right now, those lines will get bigger and it'll snap our ring. And I can actually show you what that looks like. So this is an example of a ring where I did not sand the cut edge and one of those lines just split. So this ring is pretty much ruined, but it's a nice reminder of what not to do. And hopefully we don't do it to this one today. Wish me luck. Alright, so we're going to go over here and just sand this real quick. Again, y'all check out the shop. You can tap on the gold chain by the chat or the link in my profile. I know you guys don't want to leave the live and go to my profile and look at my website, but it really does help, you know, my business work. I have one Canadian coin that I work on. It is a Canadian large cent. Let me show you. So Canada's coin laws are kind of a little different than U.S. coin laws, whereas you can make jewelry out of coins here in America. In Canada, if the coin is still in circulation, like they're still using it, you can't make jewelry out of it. But they phased out the penny, and this has got really cool design all the way around it. This is actually a really neat ring. If you want to see this finished, go check out my website. It's under copper rings, like 99.9% copper. And it comes out really great. You get this vine all the way around. It's cool. I like them. Unfortunately, I don't have a finished one on me. You have to check out the website. Or the gold chain. Like I said, there's a gold chain down here. What's up? Just subscribe. Dude, you got a little badge. It says fan. Check it out. Alright, anybody else want to be super cool like Mr. Rush right here? Subscribe to me on TikTok. That's so cool, man. I really do appreciate it. That is so cool. There's a star by my name for a small monthly contribution. Like you can help my business. So like check that out. It's pretty cool. It's new. And thank you very much, Mr. Rush. You're too kind. I really appreciate it. I didn't think anybody was going to sign up for that thing. That's so cool. Thank you very much. Got about 1,000 people in here. If y'all wouldn't mind tapping the screen, seeing if we can get to like 3K likes. That'd be real cool. Thank you very much. Alright, so now you can see our cut edge is looking nice and shiny now. I'd probably do a little more sanding, just to be safe. And then we'll anneal it one more time and start stretching it. And since this is going to be a size 12, we're going to have to stretch it pretty far. Right now this is probably like a size 7 hole right here. That's quite a few sizes to go up. But we'll get it there. We'll do it to it. That's so cool, man. I got my first TikTok subscriber. Dude, I'm pumped. I did not expect that. That's so cool. What do you think of the badge? Like next to your name. Right now it says fan. They only give me 4 letters, so I wasn't really sure what to put there. But I can change it if you have any suggestions. All I thought of was bad words. And that wasn't gonna fly. So I just put fan. It's pretty cool. Y'all check that out. You also have custom emojis I think you can draw. Yeah, I have all 50 state quarters in copper clad and 90% silver. So if you want a really fancy one, I can do that. If you just want like a regular circulated quarter that's for your state, I can do that as well. And to do that, just go to my website, pick which type of metal you want it made out of, copper clad or 90% silver, and you should be able to find that listing under that category. So this is a ring stretcher. I'm just going to explain how everything works today. This is a ring stretcher. If you look at the top right here, there's going to be a spike that comes out. You see that? So this spike gets wider as it goes down, and as we pull this lever up, it goes up, and that pushes these things. These are called splines outward, and that's what's going to stretch our ring from kind of this cone shape to more of a band shape. And we're just going to start stretching it here. Now this is a really useful tool, but because of the way it's shaped, your ring is always going to still have a slight cone shape to it. It's going to be a little uneven. So I stretch my rings one size over the target size and then reduce or make smaller the wider edge, even it up. I can feel this work hardening a little bit. This is an older quarter. This is a 65, so it's been around a while. We're gonna go ahead and anneal it just for safety. I do have Walking Liberty $50, and they're actually on sale right now. They're $25 off until the end of the month. So if you go to the website, there's going to be like a picture with $50 on it. It says Memorial Day sale. Tap on that, and the Walking Liberties will be under there. For barbers, I haven't quite done a lot of them. Like, this is one I did, right? And because these are so old, the detail on them tends to be pretty fairly worn off. So let's like compare to like a Morgan dollar, where the detail is a lot more prominent. Like the barbers, I can't really get any that aren't super slick. So I haven't felt comfortable offering them yet because they're, I don't know, I think people would be disappointed. I ship from Texas. No protection between the metals. Not for the first few pulls on the quarter, because I can't fit the paper towel between it. Like, there's not enough clearance. But when I stretch it next time, I will use a paper towel on it. Get better grade coins and sell for more. I mean, I could. That's pretty much what I would have to do for barbers. And I just feel kind of bad destroying higher grade coins. But if you want one, like, message me. Like, we'll work it out. With stuff like that, like higher ticket coins, I prefer to have like the customer beforehand before I go order stuff. I don't want to get left holding the bag, you know what I mean? But the Walking Liberties are really nice. And I also have like fine silver imitation Walking Liberties in a 1/4 ounce and 1/2 ounce, and they come out terrific. They're very pretty. So y'all, check out the website, tap on the gold link down by the chat, check out some of my products, let me know what you think. It's a shame with the barbers too, because that's really one of my favorite coin designs. Like, even before I started getting into making coin rings, I really liked barber quarters and $50. But like, to get one with decent enough detail, I would have to spend like almost double, pretty much. Rotating this and like flipping it around so that the ring stretcher applies pressure to like different points on the ring, so it doesn't get stretched unevenly. And also watch with my handle. I don't really ever pass the stretcher itself. I make really small changes. So I've seen some people who are just like wham, and that's a good way to split a ring, because that's just too much change in one spot and it'll rip. I do little bitty changes and rotates and twists and flips, and that works much better. So it looks like we got this almost to a size 14, which is pretty big. Let me see if I missed any chat. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. If you want to send me a coin, I have a place for that on my TikTok profile. There's a button that says get a quote. Just tell me as much as you can about the coin, what kind of coin it is, what it's made of, what year, and your ring size, and I can get you a quote. How much do you have invested in equipment? When I first started, I spent about $150 on tools, but now I am a couple $1,000s in. but this is also like a legally operating business, and spending more money on jewelry tools allows you to make different types of jewelry, I suppose. Got a lot more versatility now than I used to. But at the same time, there's still a lot of tools I'd like to get. Like jewelry making's kind of a trap like that. Once you start, on the next one. Thanks for watching, and thanks again for subscribing, Mr. Rush. I really appreciate it.